Howdy, sailors! Good day. Good day. Oh, I don't know what the proper saying is. Oh. Midway. That's right. Midway. The Battle of Midway has become a movie. Not about to become a movie. It's an upcoming American war film directed by Roland Emmerich and written by Wes Tooke. The film will star Ed Skrein, Patrick Wilson, Luke Evans, Aaron Eckhart, Nick Jones, Mandy Moore, and Dennis Quaid and Woody Harrelson. The film is scheduled for release on November 8th, 2019. The film follows the story of U.S. Navy sailors and aviators who preserved through the Battle of Midway, a turning point in the Pacific theater in World War II. Woody Harrelson is going to be playing as Chester Nimitz. Jake Weber as Rear Admiral Raymond Spruance. Luke Evans as Lieutenant Commander Wade McCluskey. Where's Fletcher in here? Mandy Moore as Ann Best. Patrick Wilson as Lieutenant Commander Edwin T. Layton. Brennan Brown as Commander Joseph Rochefort. Ed Skrein as Lieutenant Dick Best. Or two. Aaron Eckhart as Lieutenant Colonel Jimmy Doolittle. Alexander Lugwing as Lieutenant Roy Pierce. Nick Jones as Aviator Mechanist Matt Bruno Quaid. Tsunabo Anasu as Rear Admiral Taman Yamaguchi. Dennis Quaid as Vice Admiral William Bull Hazley. Keen Johnson as Chief Aviator Radioman James Murray. Luke Leekman as Lieutenant Clarence E. Errol Dickinson. Chuan Kunu as Vice Admiral Chūichi Nagumo. Itsushi Tayakon as Admiral Isoroku Yamamoto. Darren Criss as Lieutenant Commander Eugene Lindsay. Brandon as Ensign George Gay. James Carapino as Lieutenant Commander William Brockman. Jack Manley as Ensign Willie West. But where's Commander Dick Best? Not Dick Best. Jimmy Thatch. He's famous too. On May 23rd, 2017, it was reported that Roland Emmerich would be directing the World War II film Midway. In April 2018, Woody Harrelson and Mandy Moore joined the ensemble cast for the film. In July 2018, Luke Evans will cast in the film to play Commander Wade McCluskey, who was awarded the Navy Cross for his role in the Battle of Midway. Robbie Bermagunter was hired in the crew for the duties of cinematographer. August saw the auditions of Patrick Wilson, Ed Skrein, Aaron Eckhart, Nick Jones, Tadahushi Ashuno, and Dennis Quaid, among others. To the cast: Darren Criss, Alexander Lugwing, Brandon Skiller were cast in September. Filming began in September 5th, 2018 in Honolulu, Hawaii. It was also shot in Montreal, Quebec. That's in Canada. In November 2018, it was announced that VX company Pixamundo had signed on to produce the film's visual effects. The company had previously worked with director Emmerich on two of his early films, 2012 and Independence Day: Resurgence. The film will be released on November 8, 2019, Veterans Day weekend. A teaser poster for the film was released on June 4, 2019, which was also the 77th anniversary of the Battle of Midway. A set of 13 still photographers depicting scenes from the film was released on June 26, 2019, and the first trailer for the film was released the following day, June 27th. But speaking of that, let's take a look at that trailer anyway. Hello? Woo! It's pretty good, right? But anyway, you can learn more about Midway by visiting by going online, going to see documentaries. You see? See now? All these informations here, the document. Well, kinda, I think. Actually, yeah, they are. Some of these are very good and very informative. Roland Emmerich, I hope you're still watching. If you haven't finished the script yet, you might want to see these real quick, just in case. But anyway, let's talk about the Battle of Midway. It was one of the most important battles of World War II. It was the turning point of the war in the Pacific between the United States and Japan. The battle took place over 4 days between June 4th and June 7th in 1942. For those who don't know where Midway is an island located in the middle of the Pacific Ocean about halfway between Asia and North America, hence the name Midway. It lies around 2,500 miles from Japan. Because of its location, Midway was considered an important strategic island for Japan in the war. The Doolittle raid on April 18, 1942, the United States launched its first attack on the Japanese home island. This raid caused the Japanese to want to push back the American presence in the Pacific Ocean. They decided to attack the American base at Midway Island. How the battle began? The Japanese formulated a plan to sneak up on the U.S. force. They hoped to trap a number of U.S. aircraft carriers in a bad situation where they could destroy them. However, the American code breakers had intercepted a number of Japanese transmissions. The Americans knew the Japanese plans and prepared their own trap for the Japanese. Who were the commanders in the battle? Oh yeah. Well, you know, on the website. How the battle began? Wait. Who were the commanders in the battle? The Japanese were led by Admiral Yamamoto. He was the same leader who planned the attack on Pearl Harbor. The United States was led by Admirals Chester Nimitz, Jack Fletcher, and Raymond A. Spruance. The Japanese attack. On June 4, 1942, the Japanese launched a number of fighter planes and bombers from 4 aircraft carriers to attack the island of Midway. Meanwhile, 3 United States aircraft carriers, Enterprise, Hornet, and Yorktown, were closing in on the Japanese forces. Surprise response. While the Japanese were focused on attacking Midway, the U.S. carriers launched an attack. The first wave of planes were torpedo bombers. These planes would fly in low and try to drop torpedoes torpedoes that would strike the side of the ships to sink them. The Japanese were able to fend off the torpedo attacks. Most of the U.S. torpedo attack planes were shot down, and none of the torpedoes hit their target. However, while the Japanese guns were aimed low at the torpedo bombers, American dive bombers dove in and attacked from high up in the sky. These bombs hit their target, and 3 of the 4 Japanese attack carriers were sunk. Yorktown sinks. The Yorktown then engaged in battle with the final Japanese carrier, the Hiryu. Both carriers were able to launch a number of bombers against the other. In the end, both Yorktown and the Hiryu were sunk. The results of the battle. The loss of 4 aircraft carriers was devastating to the Japanese. They also lost a number of other ships, 248 aircraft, and over 3,000 sailors. This battle was the turning point in the war and the first major victory for the Allies in the Pacific. And here's some interesting facts. Today, Midway Island is considered a territory of the United States. The Japanese thought the U.S. only had 2 carriers available. They did not know that the Yorktown had been repaired. For much of the rest of World War II, the United States used Midway Island as seaplane base and fueling station for submarines. The Japanese couldn't afford to replace those carriers, but we could. And that's probably what turned the tide. They lost not only the best pilots, but also carriers that they couldn't afford to replace. But this is just information from, If you want more information about the Battle of Midway, go to your library, look online, watch documentaries, talk to experts. You get the idea. Anyway, for those thanks for watching this video, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. And if you're a veteran who served during the Battle of Midway, I salute you. Thank you for your service. And if you can, share this video with as many people as you can. Friends, family, complete strangers, it doesn't matter. And help this channel reach 1,000 subscribers. And help this video reach 100+ views. But until then, this is Jerry Bartos saluting to all those who served and are continuing to serve. And also signing out.